So what's going on tonight?
I can't get in touch with my kids.
How old are your kids?
6.5 and 16. Okay.
How long have you been trying?
2 days.
Okay.
But she's lost her mind. I don't know how else to say it. We're LDS. She thinks she's a resurrected being and a God, and remember the 144,000. She's come. Jesus is coming next year. She took all the money out of her bank account today. My truck has gone from the airport. She went to the airport and got it. I just flew in from Dallas. Houston and Dallas. So
where's your truck?
I don't know.
Okay.
Took a friend of mine's truck and picked me up. I went to the CSI to file a report, which is the community bridges or something. File a report.
So you did the petition?
Yeah, they ordered a pickup.
Okay. What time did you do that?
Hour and a half ago.
Okay. So what makes her a danger to herself and to others?
She threatened me, murder me, kill me.
She threatened to murder you?
Yes. And she said,
how did she do that?
My bishop right there is in the car. He was on the phone with me today when she said, "I will have you destroyed." Is what she said there.
Okay, that's not a threat to kill you.
Yesterday was a threat to kill me.
Okay. What did she say yesterday?
She said, "You're not Charles. I don't know who you are, what you did with Charles, but I can murder you now with my powers."
Okay.
Okay. All right. Says I'm gonna kill you too. Yesterday was.
So she's speaking as a spiritual being.
She's not here. She's lost her reality.
Is this just all recent, or has it been going on?
It's been going on for about 4 or 5 years. It's gotten really, really bad lately. She goes to the temple every day and speaks with Moroni and Jesus Christ, and they tell her what to do. And now she came to her today, and last couple of days she says, "I'm not Charles. You're not Charles. You're Mick Schneider." I don't know where she gets his names from. She got all this stuff from these people in Utah who tell her how many past lives she's had and probation she's had. And she's was married to Moroni way back when. And
so when you came back, why didn't you just go to the home?
Because she told me not to come near it. All my stuff is gone. Okay. I'm not stupid. She could have done anything.
Okay.
I thought this would be the best way to do it. With what she's gone through and what Gabe witnessed with me on the phone today, I thought it was best to have her. She's psychologically, she's gone. Something's happened to her.
How old is she?
45.
45. So if we talk to her, is she going to be able to have a rational conversation with us?
Oh, she will. I'm sure she will.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just.
She'll probably tell me I'm crazy, huh? Is that what you suspect?
Probably. But
okay.
You're a dark spirit. That's what she's going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm a dark spirit. Gabe's with me. He's our bishop. He's going to be a dark spirit. Whatever that means. You're evil.
And you said this has been going on for like 4 years?
Well, it's to an extent, but it's gotten really bad the last several months. And I've been trying to ignore it because hoping it'll get better.
Is she on any medications?
No. She won't do medications.
Has she been to a doctor?
No, she won't go to the doctor because she's a translated being, and they would find out she's translated. She cannot be killed. She cannot die.
And that's what she thinks?
Yes.
Okay. Has she made any statements about wanting to hurt the children or anything?
Today she said with Gabe on the phone, "Come take the kids. I don't care what happens to them. Come take them."
Okay, but she didn't make a direct threat towards the kids?
No, not a direct threat.
Okay. And then she said that she would murder you through a spiritual...
No, she said, "I can murder you."
I can murder you. And she's talking in a spirit...
I will kill you.
Spiritual...
No, she's talking physically. "I will kill you because you're not Charles, and nobody will care."
Okay, so she at this point doesn't think you are her husband?
She thinks I'm Mick Schneider.
Who's Mick Schneider?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's the name she used. I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
I'm just like, I'm as bewildered as you are. This is so foreign to me. Normal people as far as I'm concerned, but this happens, it just drives me, I don't know what to do. I need help, and she needs help. She needs help.
And you just didn't want to go inside because of the statements that she made?
She took my car and I suspect she took my car and my keys. I have no keys to get in.
Oh, okay.
No garage door opener.
Okay.
She knows what she's doing. She took $35,000 out of our bank account today. I can't make payroll Friday for my company. She changed our bank account numbers. I had to change it myself to get back in, and I saw all the money's gone. I've got $7 in my name.
So, what's your first name again?
Charles.
Charles lives here with his wife and 2 children. Charles was away on business.
Third nephew upstairs. His name is Zach. He's 19. He's our nephew. He's been staying with us.
Have you tried to call him?
Yeah, he won't call me back either.
Why won't he call you back?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm worried about. I hope they're okay, but I don't know.
It's valid.
All right. So his question is, he lives here. There's no orders against either one of them. If we can't make contact.
But if he wants to let us in, now we're doing a 670 check.
I don't know how to get in. I could have to break a window. I can try to.
Where I was going with this, he was in Houston on a business trip, and then he flies back in to Sky Harbor, and his truck's gone. He suspects that she went there and took the truck. He doesn't know.
Use my wallet in it, so.
All right. So, all right. Is it this house or the one with the flashing lights?
Right there.
On the side of the road.
Oh, where those palm trees are?
Yeah.
You don't have a hidden key?
No, it's in the house.
So it's not hidden?
JJ can open it, but we have to keep those locks really.
Understand.
He's a runner.
So the dog's gone too?
Obviously, he'd be barking. He doesn't bark much. He's a service dog. Very well trained, but he would be barking. They wouldn't leave him here. He's a part of the family. So I'm going to go try the back door. I may break the window. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's up to you if you want to break the window. If I was going to break something, I'd probably break your garage door, because you can still secure your garage. Once your window's broken, you can't secure it.
It's there. So there's just a big deadbolt here.
All right. Well,
Kick it in.
One swift kick will do it.
I'll do a mule kick. We'll try that first. You got to get closer. You want us to enter the home, right?
You want us to clear it, sir?
Yes, please.
Door police. Anybody in the house?
Oh. It's all clear.
Coming up, Charles Vallow discusses how to handle his wife's mental health. We'll be right back.
You got 9 months of testimony, right? 4.5 hours, you come back and say, we got a verdict.
Not guilty of the crime of murder.
They're going to blame all this on you.
In this case, the jury was sequestered for 9 months.
Oh, my God.
These people were too beat down to even try to fight for their own conviction.
Trial and Error. Why did O.J. win? A Court TV original series. Season finale Sunday night, 8 Eastern and Pacific. Only on Court TV.
Back now to Arizona, where the Called Mom conspiracy trial for Lori Daybell starts next week with jury selection. Daybell is accused of conspiring with her brother to kill her 4th husband, Charles Vallow, and attempting to kill her niece's estranged husband. We've been watching body camera footage of Vallow months prior to his death when he returned home from a trip to find Lori had taken his car and the kids. Let's go back in.
She said, take the kids, I don't care.
I don't care what happens to them. Take the kids, I don't care what happens to them.
Well, that's not a direct threat to harm.
I know.
Everything she said it sounded very carefully subjective.
But she won't contact me, won't tell me where they are. Is there something I can do about that? Because she's got a Infinity.
Did she say she was leaving or anything like that, or did she say anything like that?
But she told you not to come back, is what she said.
Well, as a parent, she has the right to take her children, who knows where she's at. We don't know where she's at. She has the right to take the children. You weren't home at the time, so she's in her legal right to do so. Okay. As of right now, the statements that are listed in here are provided by you, which, to my understanding, you kind of overheard some of them. Okay. Did you hear her make statements of wanting to harm or kill herself? Did you hear any statements of her wanting to harm or kill Charles?
No, other than she used the word destroy, which again, subjective. She could have meant a number of things, obviously.
Okay.
There was definitely nothing that would qualify as a terroristic threat or.
So she didn't say, I'm going to kill you or anything like that? She didn't say she was going to kill herself or anything like that? Just some. Okay.
Just the rational statements about calling him a different name and saying he was a different person. There was a level of disconnect from reality that was a bit disturbing. But that was, again, that's just my impression. I don't have anything substantial to back that up. But just a quick conversation.
And when did you try to call the nephew?
10 times today.
Excuse me?
Twice last night, 10 times today. Okay. He won't answer. No text. Look, here's his text. Last time he answered me was Tuesday.
But you were home Tuesday, right? Or you left Tuesday morning?
I left.
You left Tuesday morning?
Tuesday morning. It was last Tuesday. Okay. Then yesterday, no word from him. No word from Kylie, my daughter.
Did your daughter live here too?
Yeah.
From what I'm gathering, correct me if I'm wrong, this is where I would go. First of all, we don't know if she took your truck. So you parked it at Sky Harbor on Tuesday morning. I would contact Phoenix Police, make a stolen vehicle report with them.
She took all my clothes out of my closet too, so this is what I got.
Start with Phoenix PD, reporting your truck stolen. Okay. As for tonight, we don't have a crime. We tried to serve this during the course of doing a welfare check. Okay. All the doors were locked.
This can't be served again.
Hold on, time out. Let me finish. You gave him permission to force entry into your home. What I can do is I can do a special incident report documenting some of this information. As of right now, there's no crime. Okay. We attempted to conduct a welfare check here by speaking with your wife and also to serve this.
Pickup order, right? 2
separate calls. We classify it as 2 separate calls. Okay. Normally, we don't do this after 10 o'clock. Okay.
It's a civil order, and we're not even allowed to serve a search warrant without a judge's specific order at nighttime. There has to be specific cause that says that this needs to be served at night for some reason. So those don't get served at night normally.
This falls into that criteria, same criteria. The only reason why we're here is some of the statements that you made towards our dispatchers that you provided to them, that he made the decision to come here to conduct a welfare check to make sure that your children are safe. Okay. Upon us being here, you gave us permission to force entry into your home. That's got to be documented regardless. Okay. That covers our end. So what I can do is I can type out that special incident report. You'll have a report with Phoenix Police. Technically, I mean, at this point, you can do a missing persons report, but
she's taking my son out of school.
But we don't know that.
Well, even if she did, she has that legal right. She's the parent. She can do that. So we don't.
Permission? I mean,
she's the legal guardian of the child.
What can I do, guys? What can I do?
Like you said, you can file the police report with Phoenix. One way to try and get a response from one of them is say, hey, send a message to all of them saying, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. My truck was gone from the airport. I've reported it stolen to Phoenix Police Department. If you guys took it, you need to let me know. So, because what's going to end up happening is...
GPS, can I track it with that?
If you got OnStar or whatever, you can call them and find out. Yeah, whatever their version of that is, and you can find out where it's at, then that's completely up to you. But again, it's the only thing we're going to do, even if your reporter is missing, is if we find her, it's going to be, hey, are you missing? And she's going to say, nope.
What about the pickup order for tonight?
The pickup order is listed in our system. Okay. If we come across her, we can serve that to her and take her to Community Bridges. Okay. If she's found in Orange County, California, they're not going to take her to Community Bridges. Okay.
If they find her in Flagstaff, they're not going to do anything with her. They're going to bring her down there. They're just... That's an order that's basically going to be held up around here in this area. They're not going to bring her down from anywhere else. So if they're somewhere else and they're long gone, there's,
We understand you're in a tough situation and it's kind of alarming to you. We get that part. But what we're providing is what we can do on our end.
I'll report my car stolen from the airport and a missing persons report and check with the school and tell them.
When you make that report, don't tell the officer who you're reporting, my wife took it, because we don't know that.
Okay.
Make sure that you explain to him that you suspect she did,
Sure.
and she's in the company with such and such, such and such. Make them know that you have a handicapped young child, because if it comes out stolen, and she's just driving along, we don't want them to pursue the vehicle we don't want to put your children in danger.
Don't be in my truck.
But what I'm saying is just kind of, let them know some of the information of what's going on. But we don't know if she took it. We don't know if it was actually
show
stolen.
up, just disappears. There's nothing I can do after a period of time when I can't see my son.
you'd have to go down to the court and file paperwork.
I'm going tomorrow to file paperwork for my son.
Whether it's divorce paperwork or custody or whatever.
This, I can give it to the attorney so we can file it for.
We can't give you a copy of that, no.
Okay.
You should be, if you contact community, you filled it out with Community Bridges, you can ask them what paperwork they can give you, but we can't release that paperwork.
You can pick her up
if we find her.
If I say she's here, come get her, you can do that?
Well, it depends on when you do it. If you find her at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, 8 to 10.
Yeah.
8 a.m. 10 a.m.
If you find her in the morning and it's outside those nighttime exception hours, which is 10 o'clock at night till 6:30 in the morning, and somebody who finds her, they can take her. Like this case, where we came here to do the welfare check on the children, if we happen to come across her, we can serve it on her.
Now, the next day, Charles Vallow went to a hotel where he believed Lori was staying and had another conversation with police about how to handle his wife's mental health.
What's going on? Why is she here and you're not here, or are you staying here with her?
Long story. She's had kind of a break from reality. She thinks you're LDS?
Yes.
She thinks she's married to Moroni in the past.
You think she's what?
Married to Moroni, the top of the temple.
Angel, LDS. Angel.
They don't let me in there.
Probation, and she knows when the second coming is happening next year, so does the prophet.
Okay.
He knows it, she knows about it. She meets with Moroni, Jesus Christ, face to face in the temple every day. I've tried to support her as much as I could, but it's gotten really, really bad lately. She's had a break. She says, I'm Nick Schneider. I've taken over Charles's body, and Charles has been killed. I'm going to kill you. You're going to be murdered today or tomorrow. I can do it. I'm not going to get my priesthood with my power. She does priesthood blessing. She does.
So who's Nick Schneider? Okay.
That's who I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Right. Okay. So he's not at church. He's not.
She took my truck from the airport. Suspect she took my truck from the airport last night when I flew in. She canceled my flights. I had to buy her a ticket. Took him back home. I've got a 6-year-old with special needs.
Right. And he's safe at school somewhere.
Right.
Okay.
For now. If she knows I'm here, she's going to go get it.
Okay. What is she driving?
A black Infiniti QX80.
And you've looked all through the parking lots.
I just never thought she would do anything like this, but she's just lost touch with reality. I'm not me. She yells. She's unhinged. It's scared the crap out of me.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming you guys have phones. Is that an iPhone?
Yes.
Are you able to track to see where her phone is right now? I hear iPhones.
The phone's with me.
Oh, your phone. Now, how did you get her phone?
Because it was in the car this morning when she pulled up to school. I took the keys out of her purse out so she couldn't leave. That's when I called you guys.
Okay.
Somehow she has a purse set the keys and left with my dog. And so I don't know where I saw this in her purse. I think she's here. They were going to give me a key to the room. I was going to go, if you guys will come with me, see if she's in there.
We can't just go in. If you're not allowed to go in, we can't either. We can
on
just...
my credit card, she did the
Okay, that's going to be up to them if they allow you to go in. Now, we can't. Now, you guys are married, so there shouldn't be. No, we're waiting for right now. What we're doing is my sergeant wanted to get some information from you. I was about to call you, but then Gary said you were here. We are just going to wait a second. My sergeant, they're on their way because we have a sergeant training. So they're going to be here. They have the paperwork. So if she is here, We knock on the door, she's here. That's why we need the paperwork in hand.
Joe, I apologize. She's not in there for some reason. She may have checked out or maybe another hotel, but I do know that she would be picking up JJ at 3:45 today at the same school.
Okay.
So she will be there. I don't know how you want to do that or what you want to do.
So did they tell you she's not in there?
Correct.
Okay, okay,
Found
cool.
that in Florida, she may be. Don't tell her where she's staying.
Okay.
There's a lot of gray area in these matters for us, so it's not real black and white like somebody commits a crime and we just arrest them. So, and I know we just showed up and we kind of came into this last minute, so we're kind of getting the story second and third hand. We need to be real careful following her around.